Today we hear statements by the honourable members for the District of Bayvert, Green Bay, Bonavista, Buren, Grand Bank, Terra Nova, and Cape St. Francis. The Honourable, the member for Bayvert, Green Bay.
Speaker, I rise to highlight Samantha's Saltwater Joys Museum in Fleur-de-Lis. The museum and cafe pays a tribute of gratitude for the genuine kindness received during a time of deep grief. A non-for-profit venture of Millie Walsh to honor her daughter. Samantha had a heart of gold and loved to sing Saltwater Joys. I was born down by the water, and it's here I'm going to stay. After receiving a warm welcome, visitors express a feeling of peace and happiness and often plan their return before departure. While visiting Fleur-de-Lis, one may also be interested in the hiking trails, including the Fleur-de-Lis Lookout Trail and the Ocean View Trail, Shelley's Island, a site of French migratory fishery, and the Dorset Soapstone Quarry. Although a point of interest since 1915, it holds archaeological evidence of prehistoric mining by more than one prehistoric group of soapstone carvings. I invite all my members to visit Sam's Place for a relaxing spot of tea, following your adventurous tours through this rather historic region of our province. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Bonavista.
Thank you, Speaker. Wilmore Cool was born in Newman's Cove on November 15th, 1935, and just recently celebrated his 87th birthday. Born in a two-story house where the current fire department and community hall stands, he has spent his whole life in Newman's Cove, Bonavista Bay, where he gave years of service to his community. Wilmore worked on Skipper John Blackmore's cargo vessel, the MV Newfoundlander. But when home and back on land, he dedicated his efforts to the community's fire department and the local service district. 3 years ago, Wilmore received his 25-year pin, acknowledging a quarter of a century serving the area's fire department, and recently attended the Five Coves Fire Department Ball on Saturday, March the 18th, with his wife, Cora. Wilmore was also the point person in looking after Newman's Cove water system during this time, maintaining the system to assure that the residents had running water. This was no easy task, as the system was an aging one, and the community struggles even today with modernizing its infrastructure. I asked the members of the 50th House of Assembly to join me in celebrating the volunteerism of Wilmore Cool of Newman's Cove in supporting his community and area. Here.
The Honourable, the member for Buren, Grand Bank.
Speaker, the contribution of RCMP officers make to rural Newfoundland is so valuable to our communities. Durham Roll and his wife Stephanie now call Buren their home, having moved there in 2016 with their children Nathan and Emma. Corporal Durham Roll became involved immediately in a soccer program for youth over 3 and under 17 age groups. Under Durham's leadership and guidance as president of the Buren Minor Soccer Association program, participation of the youth skyrocketed, and the club is now the largest on the Buren Peninsula. Durham and his competent executive are dedicated to providing players the ability to acquire necessary skills and talents that have a significant impact on their development. Growing up in Lawn on the Buren Peninsula, a former member of the Lawn Shamrocks, Durham enjoys participating and sharing his great skills and passion for the game. Durham's community engagement goes beyond the field of play, as he is also involved in organizing the annual RCMP charitable hockey game, where $40,000 has been raised for the Buren Peninsula Healthcare Foundation in the purchase of medical equipment. Thank you to Corporal Durham Roll for keeping our communities safe and our children engaged. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Terra Nova.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand here today upon the conclusion of last week's National Volunteer Week, a week that is set aside to celebrate and thank people all around the world who dedicate their precious time and efforts to voluntary service. Volunteering weaves us together was this year's theme. There is a common thread in all volunteers, and I take great pleasure in highlighting youth in my district, like Maggie, a young girl from Hillview, who on Earth Day took a bag and collected garbage along the side of the road because it was fun. The students who go to the seniors' homes and sing because it makes them smile. And Kayla from Hickman's Harbour, who chose to collect non-perishables at Halloween instead of candy and donated it to the local food bank. To the parents, families, and friends that all volunteered during the Easter break for hockey tournaments, ice shows, volleyball games, dance competitions, peeling of vegetables for seal suppers, making pancake batter for community breakfasts, I thank you. It's the small gestures that have the biggest impact. Join me in thanking all volunteers, not just for a week, but daily. This thread continues to grow, and it is vital in weaving our communities together. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Cape St. Francis.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, it's not every day that one can celebrate 25 years of service to municipal politics, but today I'm happy to stand in this honourable House to recognise exactly that. This past December, Councillor Marion McCarthy with the town of Flatrock celebrated 25 years of service to the residents of her hometown. An outstanding community volunteer, Marion has contributed greatly to the growth and success that the town has witnessed over her municipal career. Always there to help organise and to get the job done, Marion is a team player who never looks for recognition on a personal level, always seeing the greater good for her town. In addition to her municipal service, the youth throughout Flatrock and the neighbouring towns certainly know Marion well, as she has organised and managed the Flatrock and area soccer group for the past 25 years and is affectionately known as the Soccer Lady. Speaker, I ask all honourable members of this 50th General Assembly to join me in congratulating Marion McCarthy of Flatrock for her 25 years of municipal service and thank her for the level of volunteerism she has shown for the benefit of others. Thank you, my friend.